First thing we need to do is to be logged into the website. So if you're not logged in, go ahead and log into the website. Once you are, you should see this black bar across the top with these menu items. So the first thing we want to do is navigate to the Education Center, and we'll go to pre-meeting classes and registration. Basically, we're navigating to the page that we want to edit. Once here, go up to this X icon and select Edit Page. Now I recommend that you right click on this and say Open Link in New Tab. Now I'm using Firefox, you might be using another browser, but you should have something similar to this. And that way, if you open this in a new tab, you can go back and forth from the tab where you're editing the page in the actual front end. You can just refresh this. That way you can check your work without having to go back and forth. It'll a little bit of a time saver. So once we're on this page, it's fairly easy. The interface has changed quite a bit, but you'll notice as I place my cursor around the screen, different areas will highlight. So if this is the new area that I want to change the information for, I simply click on it, and then you'll notice over here on the left hand side this area that says Edit Text. This will let me edit the text that we saw in this green area labeled text. So I'll click on this. It will first show you this small area. You can hit this area to enlarge your editing space. This is showing you HTML, which is probably not going to do you any good. So let's click up here on this small T, and that's going to give you a much user-friendly interface so that you can format your text, bold, create titles, etc. So if you put your cursor over each one of these sections, you'll notice like this area here, or this line, is a heading 4. So let's try to keep this same type of formatting. So we could go in here and type in anything we wanted. Let's call it New Member Orientation 2. And then just go in here and change this information by simply highlighting it and typing in whatever it is that you want. So we're not going to make any changes just yet. Once all of this is done, you can simply hit the X up here and you should see the changes here. And then once that is done, we'll hit Save. You'll get this verification icon up here that says that it's been saved. You can go back over to the live site and we'll hit refresh. Again, depending on your browser, your refresh button or icon may look a little bit different. So we'll refresh this page and your changes will show up here. As far as deleting a section, we would simply just go in here and select the same area, and up here we hit delete and say yes to proceed. Now we have 2 lines. We want to get rid of these, so again, click on one of these lines, hit delete, hit yes to proceed, save our work. Let's jump up over here to the live site. I'm going to refresh the page. And now that's gone. So let's go ahead and put it back real quick. To do that, I'm going to go in here into this text area, select it just by clicking on it, and then I can hit duplicate up here. I want to do the same thing for this line divider. I will select it, hit duplicate. Then I can simply click on it and drag it down to a new section. Then I'll go into this area that's been duplicated, hit edit text, make this bigger, and we will, I had cut and paste this earlier, and paste all our information back in, close this, select save, that has saved, go back to the live site and refresh the page. And there you go. That's all there is to updating the meeting classes.